Thank you, Caitlin. It is 7:46. Nearly 500,000 people live in New York City's public housing apartments all across the 5 boroughs. They're about to see some big changes coming their way. Some of those changes have already gotten underway as we speak. So joining us this morning is Gerald Nelson. He's the Vice President of Public Safety for NYCHA. Good morning. Thank you so much.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Tell us all these new safety initiatives that have just been launched.
Well, we recently, for fiscal year 15, we've installed closed-circuit TV in 31 different developments throughout NYCHA. That amounts to something like 800 to 900 more cameras that cover all our walkways, hallways, and entrances.
So basically, it's going to be sort of a 360 kind of line of security that hasn't been there before.
This is a comprehensive, well-planned strategy to upgrade the security within NYCHA's developments. Okay,
so other complexes, are they going to be getting these security systems too?
Absolutely. If you look at the overall portfolio within NYCHA, 48% of our buildings have somewhat full or either partial closed-circuit TV. That's what we have gathered up during the course of the years. But what you're talking about is what we just put in place for fiscal year 15.
All right.
31 new developments.
31 new developments.
Yes.
And those developments are going to be on your website as we can run them down, because
yes,
there's several. We also want to get to a couple of other things. And on November 12th, the Baruch houses, there was a rapist that entered through the door. And obviously, a tragedy occurred there. A lot of people are talking about cameras are great, but let's talk about the doors first and foremost. What's going on with specifically the Baruch houses? Has that door been fixed? And what about doors just being broken in complexes all throughout the city?
Those doors have been fixed numerous times within Baruch houses. Unfortunately, we get work orders lots of times in different developments. If you look at the doors, that when they're being broken, we have to take in consideration that we have an element within NYCHA and also out of NYCHA that have no respect for property, and we fix them, and as quick as we fix them, something happens where they destroy it again.
Now, these cameras would be able to help in this situation, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. Also, we have layered access in a lot of our developments that we're putting together, and that's where you have doors with key fobs, where each resident is issued a key fob. That's a apparatus that they can put right on the door, lets electronically opens the door, lets them in, and we keep access on who's coming in and out. It's up to the resident to keep responsibility to it. It's not like as though I can pass you the key.
Yeah.
And anybody can. And if you should lose the key, we can deactivate it at any given time.
All right.
That's another safety aspect within NYCHA that we are installing at this time.
All right, let me ask you about the key fob, because a lot of people, including State Senator Daniel Squadron, he has been one of your harshest critics, saying this money and this funding was given back in 2010. Now, the money was actually given to you in 2015, and yet we have not seen these new doors and these key fobs that are activated. In fact, if you are able to, do something to this door, there's an alert system that goes right away to the NYPD. It seems like it makes sense.
There's an alert system that goes right to safety and security within NYCHA that gives us an alert that door has been compromised. And we have plenty of layered access doors that we've already installed in numerous developments. So the information that you have is not quite up to date. I can get you the exact number on how many developments have layered access.
Okay, so we're going to get more numbers on that layered access, and more people are going to be able to see this, because quite frankly, there are 334 housing complexes.
328 housing developments.
328. Thank you so much. That's why you're the vice president and I'm here. So 328. So we'll get the correct numbers. Let me ask you a question. Are you confident that NYCHA buildings are safe?
We're working very hard. Let's talk about safety overall. In order to have good safety within any community, within the development, you have to have aligned partnerships, of which we have NYCHA and its staff, NYPD, and key to all this are our residents. We all work in a collaborative area to make our communities safe. We need as much input from our residents as we do from everyone else to make the community safe.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here, and we do look forward to getting those updated numbers in regards to these new doors that will help in the effort of you fighting crime in NYCHA buildings, along with the cameras that are now going to be in 30 buildings. Vice President Gerald Nelson joining us from NYCHA and giving us up-to-date information on what NYCHA is doing to really keep residents safe during these winter months. To find out more about NYCHA's new initiatives, because I know a lot of you have information and have questions, you can check out our Pix11 app and click on the Morning News tab. It is 7:51, Corey.